Hi everyone, my name is Jude and I'm welcome you back to my channel. Yes, we're back again. Now today I have something beautiful for us to discuss. You know, social media has been set ablaze like a burning bush. I know you understand what I'm talking about. And it all boils down to the fact that the Igbo tribe of Nigeria is trying to establish an Igbo kingdom in Ghana. Did you get it? I repeat, the Igbo tribe of Nigeria is trying to establish an Igbo tribe in Ghana. And trust me, this has been a topic for discussion on social media platforms, in-person conversations, and a lot others. As a Ghanaian, I've been asking myself, can I move all the way to Nigeria, secure or acquire more than 10 acres of land, and say to myself that I am establishing the whole kingdom for my tribe in Ghana, in Nigeria? Like, is that really realistic? To the foreigners out there, let me also put this to you. I am a Ghanaian. Can I come all the way to your land, acquire a large acre of land, and say to myself that I am establish a whole kingdom with a king, bro, with a king, all the way from Nigeria, and go like, this is the Igbo kingdom of Nigeria in Ghana? Bro, how does that feel? How does that sound? Tell me, how does that feel? How does that sound? Use the comment section to share your thoughts on the above subject. I can't really fathom about all this. Like, I can't really fathom about all this. You know, the biggest kingdom in Ghana is the Ashanti Kingdom. And for crying out loud, it is either the third or the fourth biggest kingdom in the world. And nobody from that big Ashanti Kingdom or empire has ever set foot in a different country claiming that we are here to establish an Ashanti Kingdom in your land for Ghanaians. You understand what I'm talking about? Assuming you are from Australia watching me, can we come all the way to Australia, acquire huge acres of land, and say to ourselves that we are establishing the whole kingdom for Ghana with a Ghanaian king? It doesn't happen anywhere. Trust me, it doesn't happen anywhere. Permit me to re-emphasize on a comment that was made by someone that when you are too friendly, it attracts a lot of disrespect. So one thing the world knows and understands about Ghanaians is a level of hospitality. Trust me, Ghanaians day in and out, our arms are widely open to receive visitors. We do not involve ourselves in those xenophobic attacks happening in different parts of Africa. We do not do those things. All what we stand for is peace and friendliness. That is why year in and out, especially during festive seasons like Christmas, you see a lot of people in the diaspora trooping into Ghana to enjoy that beautiful festive season. We are very friendly, and that is one beautiful thing about us. Now, the mere fact that we are friendly doesn't necessarily guarantee that you need to take advantage of that friendliness. You know, that is what I'm talking about. Trust me, I have a whole lot of stuff to say about this particular piece. But before we proceed, I just got hold of this particular footage that has got to do with the establishment of the Igbo kingdom in Ghana. Trust me, this is not something that I can say they are now thinking about it. It is already happening. That is why Ghanaians are trying to wake up from their slumber to keep something of the sort to the bucket or the drain. It is already happening. So ladies and gentlemen, let's sit back and catch a glimpse of this particular video or piece so you get a generic or the clear pictorial view of what I'm talking about. Let's check this out.
Igbo has got a very rich culture that must be encouraged. He believes the past and present leaders from Igbo as a nation from the Nigerian state deserves more. The father of all projects on his mind is the establishment of the first Igbo town in Ghana and of course the first in the world.
If you look around the world, apart from in Virginia, they have Igbo village in Virginia. They created it by putting the antiques, the antiquities of Igbo there. You can come there, kind of archive of Igbo. But I'm creating Igbo village, which has never happened in the history of the world among the Igbos in the world. As I'm talking to you, I've acquired 50 acres of land, that is 250 plus of land along the Flower Road, that is at Old Ningo area. Along that road, it's right on the road. I acquired 250 plus of land. My reason of acquiring this land is to build Igbo village in Ghana. I call it Amandi Igbo in Ghana. We'll build a village where we're gonna build the palace of Igbo there, a huge palace. We'll build Igbo town hall there with about 2,000 capacity chairs and 100 rooms guest house. The essence of this guest house is most of the times our governors and our Igbo great leaders do come to Ghana. You know, they always go with their entourage. If they come to Ghana, their entourage will see where they will lodge for free of charge, maybe for a day or two. Most of their visits, it doesn't take more than 48 hours or 24 hours. They stay there free of charge, and they know that, yes, this is what they have benefited from the Igbos living in Ghana. Again, our people that have accommodation problem and all that will come get there at least for 2 or 3 days before they can get a out of the country, or those that come into the country, in one way or the other, will have accommodation of 100 rooms guest house. We will also, in the Palace of the Igbo, we also have apartment there for special guests like governors and ministers. And in future, I know that we, the Igbos, will provide president in Nigeria. And I know that the president that will rule Nigeria at time to come must be an Igbo man. And one day, by the special grace of God, he also going to be part of those that are going to lodge at the guest house there in Igbo village. In that Igbo village, my good brother, what I want to do there is we'll create streets there. We'll create streets that will represent the names of the ancient Igbos. We'll create the streets that will bear the name of Sambakwe Street. That's the ex-governor of Imo State. We'll create a street that will bear the name of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, the first president of Nigeria. We'll create a street that will bear the name of Nzogo. We'll create a street that will bear, of course, the name of my father also, the man of the Ihenetu. And all the great Igbo leaders that they have gone, and those are present, will create streets in their name that will represent them in Igbo village in Ghana. And this Igbo village in Ghana, every Igbo man all over the world have right to come there and buy property. Either you want a plot of land or 2 plots of land to build your dream house. We're also going to build tall buildings of maybe 6th floor or 7th floor. We'll sell them flat by flat. And we will have a single entrance in this Igbo village. When you come in there, you know you're coming into Igbo village in Ghana. From there, Igbos will expand. We will build market there. Igbo market will represent there. Igbo school will be built there. We will create transport section there also. We will create what we call Ezigbo Garden. In Igbo language, you call it Mbala Ezigbo. Ezigbo Garden meaning where we create about 4 plots of land. We use 4 plots of land for that, for Ezigbo Garden, where we're going to plant yam, plant all the trees, all the leaves you can get in Igbo land. Okwa, ube, akubeke, mtoroba, oha, we're gonna also plant yam there. We'll plant ube there. We'll plant all these things so that at the time of New Year Festival of Ezigbo, we'll go to the Mbala there. We'll go to the garden there to get our New Year Festival. Being there, you will see that yes, that's the Igbo tradition is really represented.
No doubt, ladies and gentlemen, this is a man of vision. And I always love and admire visionaries as such. But one thing is that his vision is being implemented wrongly at the wrong place. As I made mention previously, and I still stand by my words, you can't troop into a foreign land and claim ownership. It doesn't happen in any part of the world. As he made mention in the early phase of this particular footage or video, the Igbo kingdom has a beautiful culture or cultural heritage. No doubt, the same thing applies to Ghana. Ghanaians also have that beautiful cultural heritage that nobody born of a woman can take from them. So trust me, you cannot bring your culture from a foreign land to another country and expect the citizens to sit there with arms folded looking at you. I repeat, it doesn't happen in any part of the world. It doesn't happen in any part of the world. I recently chanced on this particular footage that showed Empress Gifty, who is one wonderful Ghanaian gospel act, being inducted as a queen of the tribe. I don't know, so that's a clear indication that this vision has been there and it's been happening for more than a year. Because that footage of Empress Gifty being made the queen, I don't know how true it is, but the inscription on her gown or that beautiful traditional outfit, it is a clear indication that the same people trying to establish the Igbo kingdom in Ghana here made her a queen. Now, mind you, Let me quickly zoom into something different. I've actually shared my thoughts on the above subject here that I do not support something of the sort because you cannot just walk into another man's land and claim ownership. I repeat, it doesn't happen in any part of the world. But there's one beautiful thing. Let's look at the innovative and the business aspect of all this. So pertaining to the footage of Empress Gifty being crowned queen for the Igbo village, I believe the team sat down, thought of it wise to get a native Ghanaian with an appreciable level of popularity so that in the gradual process, Ghanaians will accept the establishment of the Igbo tribe in Ghana here. And that is one intelligent move I'm talking about. And in the world of marketing, it sounds like they adapted the price penetration scheme. This has got nothing to do with pricing, but I'm actually relating to that marketing term in academia for you to understand clearly what I'm talking about. With the price penetration scheme, normally when people are introducing a new product to the market, they reduce the price to an appreciable level so that once they've been able to dominate the market and a whole lot of people are rushing on their product and a whole lot of people are purchasing their product, they gradually increase the price of it. And that is the price penetration scheme. So this time, it has gotten nothing to do with pricing, but they were penetrating into the system gradually by using known Ghanaian faces as queens. I'm very positive they are surprised Ghanaians woke up one morning to start kicking against this on all social media platforms. That is just some bossy move from my countrymen, and I really love that. I repeat, you cannot convey or carry your culture all the way from Nigeria and try to sit it on the laps of Ghanaians. It doesn't happen in any part of the world. Now, the last thing I'm going to touch on is the fact that they mentioned acquiring that land within the Ningo Pram area in Ghana here. And the member of parliament for that particular area is Sam Nate George. And this morning I saw this particular tweet from Sam George making it clear that something of the sort is not happening. So I'm actually believing and hoping Ghanaians kick against something of the sort, because trust me, if we should sit down idle for something of the sort should happen, what is going to happen next time? You hear people from different parts of the world trying to establish a kingdom in Ghana. And at the end of the day, Ghanaians will be driven out of their own home and they will start seeking and looking for greener pastures elsewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, again, my name is Chuckwudi, and we just shared our thoughts on the plan or motive to establish an Igbo kingdom in Ghana here. Please, let's keep talking in the comment section. Do share your thoughts on the above subject. We are very interactive here. Alright, so if you love the content I do create, or if you love what I do, and you genuinely want to be part of this beautiful family, do subscribe to the channel, like this video, and keep your comments coming. Peace.